Hello and welcome to this month's Taste of Technology blog. This month I am going to give a much shorter version of the PowerPoint class that is currently being offered. For those of you who are unable to come down and for those of you who might just want a refresher, we are going to cover quickly how to do each of the steps required of you to complete TCC2. We will create a new blank presentation. I'll also show you how to create a new presentation from the template, create that first title slide, and edit that title slide, and then add two new slides, different types, and insert clip art and a saved image into those slides. We'll rearrange them, and lastly, I will show you how to use Microsoft Help. The first thing we are going to do is create a new presentation. When we open up Microsoft PowerPoint, we are automatically beginning a new presentation. If we wanted to begin a second blank presentation or begin a presentation using a template, we can do that underneath the File tab. The File tab is located at the top left-hand corner. Once you select it, you'll be able to browse recent presentations and recent places those presentations were stored. You can also find the New tab along the left-hand column. And here is where we can create a new blank presentation, use a recent template, apply themes, or use sample templates. To insert a blank presentation, we would simply double-click here, and it would begin a new one for us. If we wanted to use a sample template, we could select that and browse those that are stored in Microsoft PowerPoint. For example, let's take a look at the contemporary photo album. A template is a great way to begin a new presentation because it automatically has some graphics built in, a color scheme, as well as overall layout. So it can make your presentation look really good with not a lot of work on your part. I came back to a blank presentation because this is where we want to begin ours. Certainly use a template if you like, but for the purposes of TCC2, we want to work with a blank template. Most PowerPoint slides begin with a title slide. So when you begin a new PowerPoint presentation, PowerPoint automatically begins you with that title slide. To add a title, simply click where it says to add a title and name it whatever you like. You can also add a subtitle the same way by clicking there. And then you see at the on the left-hand side in the columns, you see what that slide looks like now. You know, oftentimes when we're using PowerPoint, we're using it because we want PowerPoint to add visuals to our presentation. And so it's a good idea to make your PowerPoint presentation visually appealing and attractive. And one way to do that is to format the text. Let's format the title. To begin formatting it, highlight the text. And when you do that, you can use two things. You can either, once you highlight text, this little box comes up above it, and you can use that box to format it. And you notice that those tools in that box are the same that you see at the top in the ribbon in the font box. If you know how to format text in Microsoft Word or Excel, then you know how to format text in PowerPoint. It's the same in all Microsoft applications. I'm going to change the font size to 54. the font type to Arial Black and choose red. And I'm also going to do something with the subtitle. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to italicize it. Might also add some text shadow. So that text now stands out just a little bit more. Next, we are going to add more slides to our presentation. To add a new slide, you would be on the Home tab, like we are now, and then choose the New Slide drop-down menu. From here, you see that we can add another title slide, which we may want to do later on in the presentation. We can also add other types of slides, title and content, a comparison, a picture with a caption, any of these. We can also duplicate slides that we already created, pick slides from an outline, reuse slides from another presentation. I'm going to insert two slides. I'm going to insert a title and content, and I'm going to go back up and insert a picture with a caption. I'm going to add some content to my second slide. So go ahead and select the second slide. And once I have the second slide selected, I am going to insert clip art. Clip art are graphics that are stored in Microsoft PowerPoint. So in this slide, we can insert anything we want by going to the Insert tab, which is the top left-hand corner next to the Home tab. And here we have tons of options, inserting a picture, table, screenshot, chart, shapes, video, audio. Clip art is the third one over from the left. And once you select clip art, a box appears on the right-hand side, and it prompts us to search for something. Now we are able to search for a graphic that is related to the slide we're creating. I'm going to search for a graphic that is of a computer, related to computers. And you see all these, and it's a mix between pictures, drawings, some have people in them, some don't. And once you find one that you like, simply select it, and it's then added to your slide. Now once it enters your slide, you see that up top we have moved into this Picture Tools Format tab, and we would use all these tools under this ribbon here now to format this picture by cropping it, adding picture style, adding artistic effects, changing the color, etc. You notice that the picture is not exactly where we would want it to be. We can simply drag it by clicking on the mouse and holding it, moving it to where we like, letting it go. Okay. I can also resize it if I like by grabbing the corner and moving it down and up. Okay. After you're finished with clip art, you can go ahead and close that box on the right hand side. It will stay open if you don't. Let's go to our third slide, and let's insert a picture into this slide. When you insert a picture, PowerPoint is going to be directed to your hard drive. So you need an image that's saved on your computer somewhere. So let's go back up to that Insert tab where we inserted clip art, and we see the second one over from the left is picture. So we select it, and now it's asking us to search for pictures. We all have in our picture library sample pictures. I'm going to insert one of those by selecting it and choosing Insert. And just like with the clip art, the picture tools come up top, and I can also resize this image, and I can move it around. Okay, now we have two slides with images in them. We can at any time rearrange the order of our slides. The easiest way to do that is to change our view to the slide sorter view. Up at the top, we're going to choose the View tab. And once you've selected the View tab, there is the second option over from the left, the Slide Sorter view. And when you select that, and just imagine that we have 50 slides here, we will be able to see them all on one page and easily drag and drop them to move them around. So if I wanted to move the third slide into second position, I could drag it and drop it over here. Similarly, I can move the first one back to behind the third, and so on. I'm going to change my view back to the normal view. And the last thing on TCC2 that we need to cover is how to use the Microsoft help function to find instructions on how to perform an unfamiliar task. The Microsoft help function is located the same place it's located for every single Microsoft application in the top right-hand corner. You'll see that is a blue circle with a white question mark. And once you select that, this PowerPoint help will load. And here I can learn how to get started with PowerPoint, familiarize myself with the ribbon, learn how to create a basic presentation. I can also search for help. So if I wanted to know a little bit more about animation effects, I could type that into the search box. Thank you for listening. I hope it was helpful. Feel free to add comments or questions to this blog post, or you can email me directly. Again, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next month.